Cancer, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your message. And if you're not a Cancerian, but this found you anyway, it is absolutely your message because it only comes to the people who need to hear it when it comes to you at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. It begins with somebody offering you love. This is an offer of love. This is basically, I love you. This is, I wear my heart on my sleeve. This is, I'm offering love. I'm showing my emotions. I'm sharing my emotions. I'm believing in where my heart takes me. I'm following in faith. But ultimately, somebody's about to come and offer you love. Somebody's about to, it could be a Virgo. It's so blunt. Like, guys, we're starting out of the gate. It's blunt. I think somebody's thought a lot about it, or maybe you haven't heard from this person in a while. Now, this could, of course, be vice versa, in that you, you're going to be the one that you've stayed in isolation for a while. There's somebody here. This is Virgo energy, but it could just be the hermit, as in they've been alone, or somebody that's been alone for a while, or been isolated, or you've been isolated from each other, or maybe they've been off and wandering. There's this energy of somebody that's just kind of been alone or learned how to be alone. And then what they've done, that there's a turning point here, which is now I'm ready to show my heart. This is also a statement of Mercury retrograde. It's happening soon. Venus is already in retrograde, so it's probably an ex that's coming back, or somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. That is something I'm absolutely sure of. But if you want me to read it literally, it's a Virgo that's about to express how they feel about you. Now, with the cup facing up, it's full. So, I don't know if somebody's full of, that's your life. You will let me know in the comments below, but that's, it's positive when it's upright. It's that sentiment of sincerity and of gentleness and of kindness. So somebody could also be extending you a kindness, or somebody could be extending you helping you to heal, right? So this doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, we're getting back together. It could be God just saying, hey, somebody wants to extend you a kindness because they want to help you heal. And it could be very healing for you, or somebody is showing the care. This is an energy of being ready and be prepared to show that you care. This has taken a while. Somebody's thought about it for a while. You could have maybe not heard from this person up to a year, or it's just a sense of now is the right time. It's the right moment. This is an interesting combination of planets that are happening right now. The fact that Venus and Mercury are coinciding, their retrograde is coinciding, is kind of crazy. And if you feel like Mercury is the problem, it's Venus. It's funny, if you watch YouTube readers a lot, you probably heard of the House of Oshun. So shout out to Lulu. She's absolutely one of the best. And she had posted something on her Instagram feed. You can check her on Instagram too. And it was so point perfect. It said Venus retrograde is the bitch that everybody accuses Mercury retrograde of being. And it 100%. Everything that you think is the worst about Mercury retrograde, it's Venus energy. This is really going to hit you hard. So there's something here, I think, that somebody just got caught up. It took them a while. They had to think about it. This is also a cocoon phase. It's a sense of we needed some time. Somebody needed some time to think about it, and realize and recognize how they felt. And certainly then to be able to tell you how you feel. guys, this is coming across as a sincere offer, as a sincere feeling, like that they want to convey. So, and it's been a while. The Hanged Man is really interesting energy because it says that you're relinquishing control. Somebody is relinquishing control here. Or they feel very vulnerable. What it is confirming is that somebody is putting themselves in a vulnerable position to empower you, or to share their feelings with you, or that you're about to do that for somebody. So really beautiful things. I love this energy. Let's get a moon card, shall we? If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and then ring that notification bell and select all notifications. That way you will get notified when I go live. This is the only place on the internet or anywhere that I go live and do free personal tarot card readings. I'm sorry, free public tarot card readings. So if you want to participate, please, please, please remember to subscribe and ring that notification bell. And if you're looking for a personal reading, I do provide those only through my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. That's me. Let's see what the moon has to say, shall we? Don't let pride get in your way. So it's already telling us, because there's so many warnings, right? When we have these retrogrades, if somebody comes back during a retrograde, it's not a good sign. Exes will come back. What this is saying for you, Cancer, is that this person really needed to return. This healing really needs to happen. This is something that you need to kind of put to rest. And it's not animosity or anger that's going to do it for you. It's healing, and it's respect, and it's a show of respect and kindness. So God is coming out real strong saying, don't let pride get in your way. Right. Don't let the feeling of what you think you're supposed to do and what all the advice says you're supposed to do. It's not about pride. Not this. Don't let pride get in your way is a strong warning. Work through your fears is also a strong warning. This is Scorpionic energy. Our next full moon is on the 13th. It's a full moon in Virgo. It's a very healing energy. And it will be sextile to many of your suns because it's at 20 degrees Virgo. So that's sort of late second decan, early third decan. So somewhere between, say, the 5th and the 15th of July. You'll be impacted. We're all impacted because we're all the moon, right? But for you guys especially, it's going to be sextile, however. Sextile means something productive is happening from that moon in Virgo for you. It means that something motivational and something working, like something that will work out, something that will actually help you make you progress. Sextile is one of the most benefic angles that or relationships that two planets can have. So the fact that your natal sun is going to be sextile to that moon means that it's going to be productive. So something's going to heal and help and nurture and grow out of this energy, and it's going to help you work through your fears of, who will I be if I don't hold to my pride? It's bullshit. I don't know what all these fears are. That's really interesting energy. Who is this? Who is this coming back? I feel like you already know because, some of you is actually a Virgo, but who is this coming back? It's somebody that fucked up your happiness because you thought that you had something special with them, right? It's somebody who is very strategic or intellectual. Somebody who it's almost like somebody who thought they could do better. It's almost like that because we have the Queen of Swords who is very objective, right? And she's like, it's like she had her ideal in her mind, and then for some reason her mind undermined her. So there is just this energy of I don't know, somebody who got their family stolen from them, or somebody who stole your happiness from you because they were being very objective and very um, almost cold or distant. Now, this could be Mercury, right? But I think it's more their mindset. We could be dealing with an air sign here. I don't think they kind of undermined their own happiness, because it's like they didn't appreciate it, respect it, or realize what they had. That's really interesting energy. Or somebody snuck away from somebody else. Somebody was doing something sneaky behind somebody's back, and maybe somebody snuck away. Didn't really say goodbye. Interesting. Everything looks hunky-dory on the outside. It wasn't on the inside. We have the Three of Cups, which is beautiful energy. This was somebody that actually gave you a lot of happiness. And in some ways, you got along really, really well. Maybe you're from the same group of people, or you get along, you think the same way, you like the same things. There were definitely good times here. Maybe friendship, surrounded by people. It's almost like in some ways you feel like something was stolen. It was stolen. Somebody could have had to leave, that so many scenarios. But why is the Three of Cups in the past? Why is this Three of Cups in the past? Why is this Three of Cups in the past? Because somebody's looking back. It's almost like they wanted to recreate the past so bad that they stole the happiness from the future, or that they had in front of them. So this is the past. Looking in the distance, having to choose between two different things. This is laziness. This is lack of opportunity. Something fell apart. So So in the past, somebody had to make a choice based on financial distress. Somebody had to make a decision on financial distress, a loss of an opportunity, not making any money, working really hard, not getting something out of something. Like they had to make a decision maybe to move away, right? Maybe somebody tried to help you in that time, or you tried to help this person, but there's some sort of addiction here that had to come into consciousness, had to come into realization, or has to be talked about. There was a restriction that they were facing, or a fear that they were having, that they're going to come forward and talk to you about. They're going to admit something, but they were holding on. They were holding on because of fear. Maybe they had legal obligations, maybe addictions. This is primarily steeped in fear, though. That's what I'm getting. They were stuck. They were stuck in their own head, in their own ways, in their own ways of seeing happiness. And what the Venus retrograde is actually doing for this person is shifting their value systems and making them see the value that they didn't originally see. And so ultimately, it is coming with a little warning, though. Unless you're dealing with an actual Capricorn, it could be a message that's coming through from an actual Capricorn, or this person still has a lot of fear. This is the devil energy. This is a malefic energy. This is an energy that will bog you down. It will bring you down. So like I said, Cancer, you can be very glad to see this person. And in fact, you should. You should be very glad to see this person and hear from this person, because this will give you the catharsis or the completion that you need, right? It's some sort of clarity coming through. Either they're going to admit what they were doing behind your back, or simply that them coming back in and of itself gives you the opportunity to start over again, to say what you have to say, and then move on. It doesn't mean they're back in your life for good. It means that you get the opportunity to finish things the way that they always should have been finished, as opposed to having to suffer through somebody kind of sneaking away in the dark, or leaving you all of a sudden, or taking something from you, stealing something from you. There's this fantastic scene in the Golden Girls, their pilot episode, where Dorothy, no, not their pilot episode. It's their second episode of their first season. And Dorothy holds a wedding at the house for her daughter. And of course, she has to invite her ex-husband, Stan. And at that point, they hadn't seen each other in 2 years since their divorce. And what she does is what I'm talking about for you, is that she finally confronts him about the way that he treated her. And that's what she needed to get her strength back. It's not like she's taking him back, right? It's that she finally gets to say what she really needed to say and be in her full power. Because at that point, he also sees her value. And he didn't when he left her. Do you know what I'm saying? And so there's this full circle energy here that's kind of really beautiful. So where are we? We have a lot of past going on here. Let's get a moon card. We should get a moon card, right? Because there's a new full moon coming up in less than a week. No, a week. Your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to what? This is going to be hard for you to move on from. I'm not telling you what to do. Maybe I'll get some more cards that will, but this is a sense of it's testing you, because in some ways this could be your energy. Like you're still addicted to it, or you're still attached some way, but it's a dark attachment. Your commitment is being tested. Can you really move on from this? Can you really get away from it? Can you really continue the momentum? Really interesting is every time I've looked up on my video timer, happy birthday, Doug Denny, I've seen double numbers. I saw 13, and then I saw 14, and 15. I just keep seeing double numbers. Yes, I think that means something. I do. But your commitment is being tested. How so, God? How so? Can you please just guide us into the direction that we're supposed to go? Coming right out. Coming right up. Thank you, God. So we have, you're supposed to finish up this cycle and be successful at it, and value. It's this sense of yourself, finding yourself again, even though there's worry or fear of disappointing somebody or something not happening. I think that this has to do with, showing somebody that you are actually successful. And then there's abundance here and prosperity that you finally allowed to stabilize in terms of your financial situation. Your financial situation has stabilized. There's the King of Pentacles here, where there's that sense of somebody's not worried about money anymore. The money has stabilized. There you go. It's sort of like bringing things back into balance financially. Even though the last time you left them, they were stressed and worried. And I think that there's some conversation that's going to happen about that, but you don't have to worry. I know that you're still worried. I know that there's a lot of fear. The Nine of Swords is there, but ultimately it'll just shed some light on the fact that it'll bring back a sense of importance to address this worry, this fear, this low self-esteem. This has been scaring you or worrying you. It's maybe even something that traumatized you. So ultimately, it's going to help to heal that, and it's going to help to solidify your sense of security and stability. Let's go to the extended, because I think this is a good time. I will see you guys there.